Rogate, you wanted to say something also. Why don't you do that now?
Thank you very much. I just wanted to thank God for having us to stay here in Switzerland for 14 years. On behalf of my family, I want to say thank you to God. But at the same time, I want to say very much thank you for Stephen, who invited us to this congregation. When we came, he is the first person to actually welcome us to this congregation, and now we are going home, and he is here to send us home. And this is a grateful, we are very gratified for this kind of good setting. I have been staying in this congregation. We have all enjoyed our stay here. We felt at home. It is a place for home and sanctuary for people with problems. And this is also an inclusive community. And that is what excited us. Very inclusive. I have been in the World Council of Churches for 14 years. And I have actually, when I came here, my hair was as dark as my wife. But now it's become white. And I was asking my wife, why is it that yours is still black? I said, maybe because you didn't work with the World Council of Churches. So I must say, we really had a good stay here and friends. We made a lot of friends. I have traveled more than 70 countries, seen various confessions, cultures, and we knew how to live with tolerance to understand these things. But I wanted also to say to you that in living here, there is one thing which was reminded by us today by our pastor, Stephen, said, live the good news. And then he asked the question, how do you do that? You can do that at two levels. The first level is a personal level. The second one is a collective level. Now, the collective level is the most difficult part. And this is why I have many stories, but I want to share one. When I was young, going to school, our country had a lot of drought, and I was hungry going back home. And then I see a farm nearby as you go home full of sugarcane. Now, sugarcane is one of the most sweet things we eat as children at home. And then I had a temptation. I was led to temptation. I was hungry. I wanted to eat the sugarcane. So I thought for a while, but then I took one and ate it. When I went home sleeping, I was tossing my head on the pillow that I have stolen a sugarcane of somebody. It was not my property. I was crying and tossing here and there and there. And then I said, what do I do? The next day, I said, I think I should go to tell the person that I stole a sugarcane from his farm. So we call them Mzee, old man. So I go to this old man, I say to the old man, sorry, old man, I've come here to ask for forgiveness. Said what? I said, you have more than 1,000 sugar canes in your farm. If you find one missing, it is because I stole one from you. And then he said, what? Only one? I said, no problem. Next time when you feel hungry, you sit there and you eat. And don't take it away. You just eat right there. That's the law in our country. The Ubuntu law is that when you're hungry, you find something, somebody has got something to eat, it's not there, you sit and eat there. Don't take it away. That is the Ubuntu culture, of me and you. We are part of the community. But then I went to school on Monday. Then after 1 week, we had a football game with another school. And they defeated us in football. We started taking stones and beating them and sending them, running them, bullying them around after the match. And we went home and we were feeling good. I was not tossing my head on the pillow, what? You know why? That sin we have made, collective sin, is distributed. We feel good about it. No, it is not affecting me directly because we did it together as a whole group. And therefore, when I was doing World Council of Churches Economic Justice, I was dealing with systems which do not realize we have committed a sin. And that is where I've always been challenged by saying, how do we remove sins which actually affect others, to be either slaves or to be people without jobs or people without food? And therefore, this is what I learned also to learn in my work here. And therefore, I wanted to say the good news, doing the good news is about also fighting the systemic sin we have, the corporate sin, which we never do very much like our personal sin. And therefore, I like the song which was written by Tommy Brown and Brian McFarland, which says, how long will we sing? How long will we pray? How long will we write and send? How long will we bring? How long will we stay? How long will we make amends? Until all are fed, we cry out, until on earth have bread, like the one who loves us, each and every one we serve until all are fed. So we shall continue in the journey, the systemic way, to ensure that we overcome that type of evil. And I think this, with the sharing, what we do, sharing ministry, etc., what we have been doing here, these are the things we shall go home and remember. You are welcome to Arusha. We are going to stay with our family there. Arusha is a very beautiful place in the world. You have never seen that before. So when you come, welcome to Arusha. And we shall have our email in our system here so that you know whom to contact. I have written some couple of one story of sharing in the Geneva Lutheran, and you will see what we think about systemic justice. So please come to Arusha, and may God bless you here in your ministry. Thank you very much.
Rogate reminds me, if you check the Geneva Lutheran newsletter on the website, you'll find a feature by him and about him. So check that out.